Hey everyone, welcome back. No, I'm Adam.
And I'm Bruce.
And if you're trying to play Street Fighter V today, you might be even more ready to punch something than usual.
Yeah, not only is the game broken as hell, we'll get to that later, but the game's structure raises concerns over how games are beginning to be priced and sold.
Joy. Much like free-to-play and freemium games, there are two different currencies you can use to purchase new characters and costumes.
Yeah, theoretically, you can either pay in some money to unlock new characters, the first of which, Alex, is hitting in March, or just play the game a bunch and spend the in-game fighter bucks.
Everyone's favorite character, Alex.
Alex.
Sounds like a pretty good setup, right, Lawrence?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first of all, the game's online services have been broken since its launch earlier this week.
That's not good.
Not only can you not play online, but the game also won't reward you any in-game currency for anything you do. So you can't really earn those fighter bucks at all. And granted, that's not the way the game is supposed to work, but that's how it is working.
Yeah.
Second of all, the game activity required to earn an in-game character is a little crazy from the sounds of it. According to the pricing, new characters can be purchased for $6 of real-world cash or 100,000 fight money, which apparently can be earned by winning 2,000 in-game matches.
2,000?
Easy enough.
That's winning, by the way, not just playing. You have to win 2,000 times.
Now, to be fair, there are other ways to earn fight monies.
Okay.
Capcom promises that merely playing through every character story mode will give you the required fight money to unlock the first add-on character. But there's a problem with that as well.
All right, well, remember that bit about not earning any money when connectivity goes down?
Yeah.
That's the problem, because then you can't earn any fight monies.
Yeah, yet again, there are other potential ways to earn fight money, but almost all of them are dependent on the game's online services actually working.
Yeah, for example, a planned March update will also add challenges and trials for characters, which will presumably also award fight money, but can we expect connectivity to stay up for those updates, or them to even arrive on time?
And this is all neglecting the fact that Street Fighter V launched without many of its features that most consider essential for a modern fighting game.
Yeah, there's no real story mode to speak of, right, Lawrence?
It's called Story in the Menu, but it's just 4 single-round matches per character with sort of voiced animatics in between. So there will be admittedly good-looking still images of the characters walking and talking, and some pretty cool music, but then you just do a really, really easy AI match, and you're basically done with each character in about 10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Also, I played through all that shit, and I wasn't connected, so I didn't get my fight money. And I don't know if you can do it again,
That's
so
not good.
I might just be fucked. That's cool.
My fight money!
That's not good at all.
That's the reference everybody's making. Yeah, there's no arcade mode either. Just training, that shitty story mode, and online matchmaking, which also doesn't work. So essentially, you can drop $60 and get a game that's just kind of a ghost. There's nothing there.
It's no surprise that the game's frustrated fans are venting through user reviews. The game is now sitting at a user rating of 1.9 out of 5 on Amazon and a 3.8 out of 10 on Metacritic.
I'll take 2, Bob.
Oh boy.
For what it's worth, Capcom has been apologetic about the launch state of the game. Street Fighter V's producer went on to Twitter professing his sincerest apologies again about Street Fighter V's server situation. I think that we need to improve on this problem the most.
You would be right, Yoshinori Ono. And Capcom published a post-launch update today, enumerating all the high-priority fixes they intend to implement, including crash fixes and connectivity stability, although there's not really a promised date for these fixes. We're assuming they're all ASAP, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, sort of.
ASAP?
So the more fundamental problem here, as I see it, the thing kind of worth getting mad about, is that Street Fighter V is asking you to have faith in the game rather than paying for what it is. And that would be fine if it were more the early release model, so like what Minecraft did, charge a lower amount of money and then scale up as the game increases in features and content.
Yeah.
Instead, they're asking you for $60 for the game that it will be a couple of months down the road. It kind of reminds me of what happened with the Fallout 4 Season Pass. It's scheduled to go up in price from $30 to $50 on March 1st, presumably because Bethesda finally nailed down what's actually going to be in it. And that's kind of spooky. More and more developers and publishers seem to be asking gamers to pay for content before it exists, or before they even say what it is. And that's before we, as gamers, have any idea if the content's going to be worth the money.
So I guess the question here, is this the future of video games? Have finished and broken quote-unquote platforms that live on prayers and in-app purchases? Or is the situation not really so dire?
Lawrence, is the situation dire? Should we stop buying video games altogether?
I mean, everybody votes with their wallet. That's kind of the golden phrase. I try to put it in context and think other Street Fighters kind of launched this way and it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, really?
Sorta. I mean, Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo launched with 8 characters. There was no online. There was no good story mode. It was just play through a bunch of AI people and hopefully invite your friend over. And that cost that much money.
Lawrence, times have changed. We expect more from games now.
People expect more, and this should work. Especially if they're asking money for it, for Christ's sake. This is more like a $20 early release public access kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also salty because I wanted it to work and it doesn't work.
Killer Instinct worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say Killer Instinct worked right off the bat, and that was only what, $20?
Injustice worked.
Killer Instinct, you could pay, I think, $40, and then they would give you all the characters of Season 1, plus extra costumes, and the original Killer Instinct game, which again is worth about 5 cents,
Sure.
but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you play as America's sweetheart Chun-Li?
Man, she's got some banging tits in this game though.
I'm gonna show James some pictures of female fighters, and I want him to tell me who they are.
Just bring up China.
What are you talking about?
Who's that?
Lita,
Who's that?
China,
Yep.
Tori Wilson.
You know, nobody can see
Also
what you're
Tori
doing,
Wilson.
including us. We
That
can't
is
even see what you're
after
doing.
me.
Lawrence might see it on his
That
screen.
I don't think Lawrence can see it on the screen either.
I can't see anything.
Bella something.
Behind the box.
I don't know.
I guess we're done.
I don't know.